I'm excited to be at Ignite. Everything is ignited. There's actually a pretty good buzz here. The reason I came, and I actually considered not coming, was because this is where you see people. This is really the number one conference all year, where you're going to find a lot of Microsoft people, business people, vendors, everybody in one place. So it's all about having conversations and connections and networking and all that sort of stuff. Oh, and yeah, there are these great sessions, but the meeting people in the hallways is what you really just can't replace by not being here. You can watch the sessions online. You can't talk to people live. So that's the best part about being here. He showed a lot of interesting stuff, but to me the most exciting thing that's going on in all of this technology right now is the Office graph. So everything that he showed Delve-like things, card-like things. I'm not sure cards are the greatest thing for everything, but all of that stuff that the Office graph is driving is really the most exciting stuff that's going on. Cloud has not affected my business hugely because I have a small business. I'm just a guy with one other partner named Pete Skirpy, and we're in business together as consultants. So my business hasn't changed that much, though I use Office 365. My clients' business are changing as they move from anywhere from, I have clients on SharePoint 2007, SharePoint 2010. Some of them are thinking about what's next. Some of them are not moving at all. I have a couple clients on Office 365 who are just trying to figure out how to manage that rate of change that they're getting with Office 365. What does that do to their training efforts, their change management efforts inside their organization? It's not for everybody, and I think people need to understand all of the sort of aspects of what the cloud means and how they can adapt their business to it or adapt their business to the cloud. So adapting from on-prem SharePoint to SharePoint Online for me is actually not a very big transition. I've been building client-side code, JavaScript, using whatever APIs were available at the time, whether they were the SOAP APIs or now the REST APIs, for a long time. So a lot of the things that I've been doing, I just keep doing. There are more APIs available in the cloud, so that's actually making it more fun. I can build cooler stuff, potentially. I just need to find clients who want cool stuff. So it depends on sort of what your approach to development or your approach to using these tools has been over time. If you've been doing full trust code, then you're going through a jarring change cycle right now. I love this change because it's not really a change. Change is hard. I think, to me, the biggest change that most organizations are going through, and this has been going on for a while, is that you can't build corporate systems or organizational systems that suck anymore. We're competing against some consumer products that everybody is using on their phones, in their houses, their kids are using. Everybody uses better applications than we have in the enterprise these days, and we just can't settle for crap. If you're building an accounting system and somebody has to use the accounting system because they're an accountant, you can get away with a little bit. But when we're building things like a collaboration, an intranet or a collaboration platform for an organization, it can't suck anymore. It has to look good. It has to act good. It has to feel right. It ought to even be a little bit fun, so that we can not have people saying, well, but Facebook does that, so why is this so bad? So that, to me, is actually the biggest thing that's happened. I think if you go around and you look at the user experiences on a lot of the vendor screens, you're seeing a reflection of that. It's not just about mobile, it's about user experience. It's not about transitioning to the cloud because there's a cloud, or because Microsoft says there's a cloud, or because Microsoft says anything. The question is, what do you need to accomplish inside your organization? What's your strategy? If your strategy is to use cutting-edge technology, then you have to move to the cloud, right? Because you've made that part of your strategy. If your strategy is to increase the number of widgets you're producing, that doesn't have the word cloud in it, right? So it has to always be about, what's your business requirement? What are you trying to accomplish? What's your strategy? And does if you want to think about the cloud, how does the cloud help you get to that goal? It's not about the fact that everybody else is going to the cloud. It's like when people ask me, should I use Knockout or Angular? I don't know. I mean, that's not the question. The question is, what are you trying to accomplish? So we can't lose sight of what business requirements, what problems we're trying to solve, what solutions do we need, and does then the cloud or Microsoft's tooling even fit into that? Maybe Microsoft doesn't have what you need. And as we're seeing this services-based world evolve, even Microsoft realizes that that's not a bad thing. There's a service here, there's a service here, there's a service here. We can combine them into solutions that really meet those business needs. If the cloud's in that, awesome. If it's not, it doesn't matter because you're solving your problem.